Wes, you're kind of an expert in post-apocalyptic scenarios, right?
I think you
kind of like that.
I'm getting there, I guess.
How's the process for the visuals and of this world specifically?
You surround yourself with really talented artists. Weta's VFX is like top notch. You know, they're really, really strong artists and great storytellers, and I rely on them. And then they kind of take my crazy daydreams, you know, and silly visions. They bring them to life. And I should also mention all the concept artists that we employ in the very beginning. You know, I have several friends that I try to bring into every movie, and we just daydream all day for weeks and weeks, and we just try to figure out a world that visually feels like it works, that it makes sense.
I remember the first, in the first week or something, you brought all of us actors into a room and then showed us all of the visuals, and it kind of made us be like, oh my God, it's so exciting. And then it's now on screen. Like, this is your head.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the concept of evolution?
Freya, you mentioned that it's kind of like a familiar experience. You've been on this project you saw with your father, The Dawn, and with your mother made you look the original. Mm-hmm. So what did your parents tell you when you were like, I'm gonna be on the Planet of the Apes?
Well, the minute the audition came through, my mum always gets this weird like gut with roles, and she just was like, "You're meant for this. You're gonna get this role for it." And I was like, "Right, mum. Okay, whatever. Like, I'm gonna be fighting off against 3,000 other girls, but cool." And she loves the movies herself, and so when I got to tell her, I actually found out I got the role at 3 a.m. in the morning, and so I was like, I wanted
before or after you left Australia?
That was after, because it had to go through all the people, I guess. But yeah, I was on the side of a Berlin street at 3 a.m. and I suddenly got this text, and I was getting an Uber, ordering an Uber. I was like, where the hell is my bloody Uber? Like, I was grump. And then this text came through and I was like, oh my God. And then I cried all the way in the Uber. Anyway, the point was I really wanted to tell my mum. And so the minute I woke up in the morning, it was like Christmas Day, awesome. Straight on the phone, because she was waiting in anticipation as well.
That's cool.
And I was like, I think it went well, but anyway.
Legend says ape and human lived side by side. Impossible as that may seem. Why do they hunt her? She's smarter than most.
Which cause do you support the most, each one of you? Noah's, May's, or Proximus cause?
I adore Noah, but I also have to just back May in saying, like, I think people underestimate the awful position that she's in. And like the decisions she makes, it's kind of like, it's easy to just see it at face value and go, oh yeah, she's nasty or whatever. But like, if you were in that position, you're the only person with like apes all around you. I mean, yeah, she needs to be cut some slack, you know.
And I think what's interesting is by the end of the movie, the key that happens there is the adventure and the journey that those two characters go on together. They both change each other.
Exactly.
You know, by the end of the movie, they are different people. And they're going to carry with them, I think, a lot of interesting stuff into the future that I'm sure will become important, you know, if we make more.
Yeah, they've changed each other's future for one another.
That's right.
Because of what they've learned.
Apes hunt humans. That is wrong.
Together, you will die.
No, together, strong.